Wrong.
Flawless logic.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He's also a Chicago man and spent significant times in Peru. But this week, well, last week, you journeyed from the ruins to Vilcras' house, bypassing Pernixtor, because it's a big city, and you're carrying someone that is quite possibly enemy of the state. Um, a a person arrived to help at least get rid of some of the unconscious elf woman's afflictions, and they are Gretma's favorite person besides Renara.
Not true.
Ah, I see. So they are your favorite person, including Renara.
No.
And there's definitely no jealousy.
No jealousy whatsoever.
Never mind that they have the same heritage and both speak Sylvan. Unlike Ratma, who knows Common and Draconic.
I know Renara. I've known her for longer. That's what counts.
Are you sure about that?
Really?
Don't say that.
And this definitely hasn't opened the door for potential romantic conflict in the future.
Don't you dare say that. How dare you? I never have a conflict with my boo. I mean, my friend.
How many yeah. How many friends have you had though?
What? I mean, mainly not many friends. Kind of hard to make friends when you're,
Chewing on their bones.
Raiding their caravans.
yeah, that too.
And this week, you are still on the farmstead. Um, Lynn, you are one of the people that was taking care of the elf woman, correct?
Correct.
Um, were you doing this all at the same time? Were you taking shifts? Yada yada yada.
I'm guessing it would be shifts
Right.
to
All right. Well, let's see. The other person that is somewhat then what's the word? Medically inclined is what's her name? Valfina. Is this that person's character sheet? It is. Okay. Um. So yeah. How long of shifts would you be taking?
excellent question. How many people was it that we had? 3 people, right?
Well,
Well, 4 because of Echo.
yes. Though
I
he's
don't know.
okay, so so I'll quickly just zoom back over to Grandma for a moment. Grandma, what is it that you
Oh, hello.
decide to do on the farm while you're waiting to hear back about the unconscious elf woman?
Hmm. Well, I'm going to try to help make some good dinner.
Okay.
Preferably, nothing with any, tiny little bones.
All right.
I don't really know much about farming, so I decided I'm sitting out on that.
Let's see what. Does Farron? What? Why does Farron have proficiency in navigator tools?
Beats the fuck out of me.
Eh. Okay, so you are helping with housework, mainly cooking.
Mainly cooking. We don't do houses where I come from.
You're not exactly familiar with sweeping.
Yes.
Why are you cleaning the house? There's dirt everywhere. All right.
This place is very strange. But you know what? It's all good.
Um, the when their mother isn't around, the little kids do tend to avoid you.
Aw, how come? I can
Wonder
tell them
why.
funny, scary stories.
Um,
Or at least stories that I think might be scary to them. I don't know. I'll be a fun grandma.
you tell yourself that.
Yes, I do.
So let's just say during Lynn's watch, say like late afternoon, um, about a day after Echo did some of the things that you said would be fine, you will hear some stirring coming from the bed, and you will hear kind of tired-ish. Wo bin ich? Und was machst du?
What'd they say?
What
I don't.
incarnation?
Uh,
I don't speak Elvish.
uh, well, you didn't speak Draconic, correct? Not Grandma, Lynn.
I don't speak Draconic. I can certainly start trying to learn it.
Um, you can see her just kind of like head towards you, like putting a hand up to her forehead. But you
I
don't.
must miss
Uh, oh, not bad. perception, so or sight thing.
What?
She is making a perception check. Uh,
Okay. I'm like,
so,
I think your mic might be cutting out, or my internet's cutting out,
might be mine.
or you're just not, or
Uh,
you're just not saying stuff.
all right. So um, she'll like. I mean, you can see her eyes like move towards where your lantern is before she forces herself to
Where what is?
your lantern.
Oh, I see.
Before she like forces herself to sit up and say, "Oh, you're not, you're not from, or you're not an Empire citizen, are you?"
No, I am not a citizen of the Empire. A citizen of Ember.
I gathered that, considering, and she tiredly like points at your lantern.
Yes. And you are.
I am Variarme favorite. I too was a citizen of Embern before I was married off.
I see. Were you married? Who's
Uh, I was married
in
to
our
the
current so
I was married to the Grand Duke of Feltmeria.
yeah, I see.
Where
So
are
you
we?
are the cousin. You're currently in a farmhouse of one of our uh, party members. You were cursed, apparently, by the ruins. Or the ghost in the ruins, one of the two. You were, you might feel a little zombie-ish, I guess.
Oh, I do certainly feel sluggish. How long was I out?
No idea. It took us a few days to reach ruins. And by the time we arrived, you were unconscious, so can really tell. At most, at the minimum, 2 or 3 days. At max, who knows, 4, 5. But we, we managed to make sure you weren't taken, I guess, by the zombies and others.
I said that this was a farm place of one of your party members. There are others here then?
Yes, there are quite a few others. We were, uh, what's his name? Lord. I keep forgetting his name.
Which one?
I'll find his name.
The Dragonborn or the Kobold?
Dragonborn.
Vilkrath.
No, not Vilgrath, the Lord.
Oh.
The Black Dragonborn.
Um, Zradhal.
Yeah, Zeradhal. Yes, Lord Zeradhal wanted to make sure that you survived. So we have quite a few people this time here.
Zradhal, is he here?
No. If he came along, we'd be very... That'd be a problem. Quite a few people want him dead.
What has he got
In
himself
fact,
up to
we
this
ran
time?
into him. The Void Hand wants him dead, or wants him dead, I guess. Void Hand, Void Head, Void Heart. Whatever those three are.
I'm sorry, I don't know who any of those people or organizations are.
You don't know... you don't even know about the Void Hand? He was in the ruins with you. He's quite pretty looking.
She got on that one for history.
She has no clue who we're talking about. Wonderful.
I trust you, and she'll lean back into the bed and close her eyes.
Okay. That's fills me with so much relief. Whatever.
Well, you have to understand that I traveled with him for a bit before I got married off.
I see. So that's where your friendliness with Zorathon comes from.
Yes. So,
I see.
and also considering who my husband is, I may not be the safest person to be around in the Empire at the moment.
No, but with the current wars, it's not exactly safe to be outside of your native country in the first place.
But I
So
do have my
we're all in
reasons. I do have my reasons for coming to this country.
danger. Yes. Apparently, you're trying to make peace, something the Void Hand doesn't want.
Well, yes. The people that I married into are very prideful, and the man that I married is only ever good half the time in bed.
Get fucked.
He's only good half the time in bed. God damn, he can't even be good all the time in bed. Damn.
But, well, he's also a narcissist. So, yeah,
Oh man.
surrounded by yes men.
That's a perfect combination for beheadings. It's yes men and narcissists don't generally make good plans. Don't make good leaders.
So, that he wouldn't even think of me coming out here or to make peace. I'm trying to do his job for him. Because as much as the Feldmeri claim to hold off the Dragon Empire's armies, those those armies are going to eventually be headed by dragons, and I don't know how long their armies could stand against that. Two of our allies
I got one.
two of our allies
Man,
had pieced out.
I'm getting like half of this right now.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bad there, bud.
Just a little.
Okay.
Just a little bit. Eh.
Okay.
Are you able to turn down the sensitivity on your mic? Maybe like Oh God, what is it? Let me see. Gonna load this up on
Well,
my end.
how much better is it now? Or how am
You
I
got
still
all
cutting
of
out?
that.
Okay. So maybe the fact that my mic wasn't all the way in.
Maybe
That might
that would
help.
do it.
Okay. So what did you hear?
Something. What was it? He's a narcissist surrounded by yes men. She came here to make peace, despite the fact he doesn't want peace. I guess.
Well, so
Something about the armies.
okay. So perhaps to say it better. So do you really think that he would allow me, a foreigner, to do negotiations on his behalf? Um, nor, or, nor do I think he realizes that his armies would stand no chance against Anharna's armies, especially when the dragons get involved. Like when the dragons themselves get involved.
That is true, I guess. I mean, the runes.
I mean, two of our
You got trapped in alone were dangerous enough.
well, my squad, you could say, we are trying to get our way into the Empire when we saw something in the sky that the lookout interpreted as a dragon. So we scattered. I managed to find my way to those ruins, and I was able to hold off the ghost for, or the ghosts for quite a bit. And eventually some of my people came, but then they ended up going missing as well. Or, but they ended up going missing.
Well, they became zombified of that. Probably. Either way, they're probably dead.
So another thing that I should make note is that two of our allies negotiated peace, or separate peace deals with Anharna. I mean, our homeland of Embern was at war, but they peaced out, and then the Valiant theocracy also made peace.
That's good. Yes, I kind of prefer peace over war.
I think many of us would.
Well, I mean, a lot of us would.
Grandma loves the fight, but she ain't there.
I'm sure Gretma would enjoy the remains of war all too much. Valiant Fate. That's a name.
So, yeah, Varyame.
All right. So, yes, we're planning on staying here until you're more healthy. And then we'll just head on to
How,
back to Lord's place.
uh, you said I was out for a number of days.
Yes, you were unconscious for several days.
Well, that would explain why I'm starting to get hungry.
Yes. I mean, we've tried feeding you, but Vilcro's, well, what's her face?
Well, Verona or Farron.
Yeah, Verona. Vilcrat's wife, Verona, uh, is quite a good cook. Would you like me to bring up some food for you?
If you wouldn't mind.
Alright. Okay. Then we'll head down and grab some food for the lady.
Oh, is she awake?
Yes, Lady Rama is awake now.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've made cookies as well.
I'll bring the cookies up as well. She might not appreciate a bone chilling novel.
Nonsense.
What?
So,
Nonsense. I'm the nicest knoll you'll ever meet.
she was fighting zombies and ghosts for a few days.
I'm not going to fight her.
Yes, but you carry bones around.
That's so that nobody else has to carry the bones. She says, kind of twiddling her fingers.
that is concerning.
What do you mean it's not that concerning? Bones can be very helpful to your own bones. That's why they add it in stews.
Yes, but we don't add our, the bones of our enemies into. We don't add human bones to our stews.
Oh, I never said they were humans.
Or Siderian, or Knoll, or Orc, or.
Oh my gosh, why would I eat knoll bones? Unless they bit first. Regardless, I'm sure it's fine. What could a little old lady like me do to her? I'm harmless.
Didn't you
You
bite
see?
off a
And
guy's head?
she hides her teeth. I'm harmless.
You're about as harmless as.
Grandma is as harmless as a barbarian can be.
Yes. Tried to
Besides,
find a
I
peaceful
want
way
to
to say.
see how much she likes the cookies. They go well with the food. And she holds up the cookies and they have the circular shape, but there's this weirdness to the sweetness.
Did you add bones to these?
I did not add bones. Did I add meat? Yes, I did. But it's like a stew in a cookie. It's how we eat cookies sometimes.
I'll just take up I'll just take up normal food, thank you.
No, I want to take up my cookies. I'll do it myself. And she's like taking a whole fucking tray of cookies, trying to head up to the
She's
room.
sick.
Oh, she's not that sick. She's awake. She's awake. She'll love it.
I don't. She will. I think Echo's going to kill us.
Nonsense. I'll kill that bird before it kills us.
He said
I
he'd
mean,
solo
what?
the
No.
castle. I don't think you'd stand a chance, Grandma.
Excuse me, those birds have the weakest bones known to the world. That'll be fine.
But that bird has magic.
I have secret teeth. And she points at her gums again.
How do those teeth stand up against fireballs?
I guess there's only one way to find out.
Are you gonna bite fire next time?
Bite fire with fire.
Yes,
So,
instead of burning heads, you cast burning teeth.
Burning teeth.
I see.
Holy
So,
fucking shit.
I see it. So instead of Varyame being the one in the cart's unconscious, it's Grandma that's unconscious in the cart.
Grandma's just super dramatically crossing her arms over her chest. She's just snoozing away in this cart. Honk, shoo, me, 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 me.
Oh, dear.
Anyways, Grandma takes her cookies up to the room. Hello, darling. I heard that you might like cookies.
I did not say that. I brought actual food.
Hello. Don't mind me. I'm part of the party. I made cookies. Would you like some? She gives a non-toothy smile.
Okay, let me just pull her character sheet back up.
I'm sorry, I told her not to come.
That's so mean of you to say. Of course I was going to come up and greet her. She was going to see me anyways.
Her
Yes,
hand
but I'd rather prefer
slowly
when
draws
you're
away from her.
more happy.
Her hand slowly draws away from where Twilight put her sword.
See, we can be friends. Now that bird person, I don't know about them. That's okay, because I bring cookies and the bird person doesn't.
The bird person's the one who cured the cast.
Yeah, but the bird person also doesn't make cookies.
I think he'd probably make cookies with it.
He can
Less
make
concerning
cookies with
cookies.
his bird poo, and I would never eat it. Now these cookies, I would eat all the time. They're very soft, and they're melty, gooey cookies.
Mushy and full
And they'll
of
help you
meat.
recover nicely. They go
Did
well.
you at least cook the meat before adding it to
I
the cookies?
did. Yes, I did. I'm not crazy.
Yes, you're not crazy.
I'm not crazy.
Yet.
These are delicious cookies. I hope you enjoy. She hands a cookie to her.
I think I might have to eat something more filling for the moment.
It's okay. You can eat this with your food, dearie. And she just kind of like steps back so that Lynn can give her the food.
In places, I guess, a trade-in of whatever was in the kitchen.
She'll eat the food and sensitively eat the cookie offered.
It's like I'm sure that like the best way to really describe it now that I think about it is probably like a weirdly sweet dumpling. You know, like oh god, I don't know if any other place does dumplings like this where it's just like you boil essentially like dough. But this dough also has like, meat and shit in it, and then once it's done actually cooking, then it gets put into an oven.
Yeah, I'm imagining a chocolate chip cookie that just has dry meat in the middle.
Oh no.
You got turkey in there? Oh
It's
god,
got
that's
it's got
horrifying.
cube meat. It's got meat cubes in there.
uh,
Did you enjoy your cookie, Dairy?
I'll say that I haven't had anything like it.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that you're liking it.
Certainly not anything that was prepared in the quartz kitchens.
Ah, then they're missing out.
Thinking they're working hard to keep their necks.
Ah. Oh, but silly me, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Grat, my bone chewer. It's so lovely to meet you. What's your name?
My name is Varyarme Feyrift.
That is a very complicated name. I will name you Fire.
Why
Varya.
fire?
Varya. 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 Is that a good name? Is it okay if I call you Varya, dearie?
You may.
Oh, what wonderful. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. And you've met Lynn. Lynn, what have you two discussed so far?
We discussed her present situation. Apparently, she doesn't have her husband's approval for trying to make peace here.
Huh?
Her husband doesn't appear to be the smartest,
No.
which is
Of course her
unsurprising.
husband's not the smartest.
No,
He
and
thinks that he can boss a woman around.
will say, I will reiterate, the only place that he does any good is in bed half the time.
Oh, isn't that the truth, dearie? Isn't that the truth? Imagine needing a husband's approval. Oh, that's hilarious.
He is
Yes,
the
it's
leader of
quite.
the country.
Which is backwards, but that's just coming from me.
Humans have different traditions and norms, Grandma.
Which is why I think it's backwards.
Yes, and humans think your traditions are backwards as well.
Then they're wrong.
I think the only place
That's why
that
they should.
she might find not backwards is Mythin.
Oh, oh! I'm excited to hear about this place. She leans in a little bit. Her ears are like twitching. Like, ooh, let's hear it.
I have never been, though. From what I hear, the leader of their country is an incarnation of their goddess.
Ooh, a goddess. I see. I see. That's kind of interesting, almost backwards way of seeing it in a sense. I mean, well, maybe not. I don't know much about the gods. But usually the gods have stuff interpreted by, like, oh Jesus, very loud birds out there. Goddamn birds. Gods usually have stuff interpreted by their spiritual people, yes?
Often, yes.
I feel like I just got insulted. Oh,
What? No, I didn't mean to insult you, dearie. And she goes to like hug Lynn close. I didn't mean to insult you at all. I'm sorry.
we'll try to dodge out of the way.
No, no, no. I will roll for it.
Oh no,
I guess.
we're rolling for a hug.
Roll for a hug.
I guess this would technically be a grapple.
That's strength. Oh fuck yeah, that's a nat 20.
I have to find my die before I roll to see if she can dodge this. Oh, I found it. It's in my. It's like dexterity for dodging or some shit. Jesus.
Something like that, yeah.
No, it would be athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, so 19. She rolled it.
I'm
Damn.
assuming grapple would just be like with my +2 strength, so I got a 22.
Yeah.
She got a 19. She rolled a natural 20. That tells you how strong she is.
Well, so if I remember grapple rules correctly, then it should be the grappler's athletics check versus the person being grappled, either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh shit, my athletics check is a +4. So that's a 24. Grandma just like wrangles Lynn in for a hug. And she's just like petting her head, you know, with her claws and stuff. She's all like, "Oh, I didn't mean to insult you, dearie, I swear."
Grandma, let's not hug.
What? Why not?
I'd rather not hug.
Wait,
Many
what?
people.
Wait, why not? And she like holds her like out a little bit to like look at her incredulously. Why don't you want a hug, Lynn? What's wrong with grandma hugs, Lynn?
One, I'm not used to it, and two, not many people. I don't really like many people hugging me.
Oh dear, you're right. Okay, and she just like lets her go with her hands up.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry, dearie, and she's gonna like very lightly pinch her cheek.
That's almost worse.
Yeah. Yes, you're dealing damage. Wonderful, congrats.
1 HP of damage. Pinch.
The death by pinches.
Death by 1,000 pinches.
This is how we kill like one of the big bads. We just pinch him to death. We just have Grandma pinching him to death.
Yes.
That
Their
would
soul
really-
will not last.
That may not work against the void hand, because he has scales.
We could just take the scales off. It's
We'll
fine.
pinch his scales. We've got claws. We'll pinch the scale.
Just pinch the scales off one by one.
Oh, that's painful sounding.
It's horrifying.
Oh, no.
Yes, and then Lynn can collect the scales.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
sure. She'll have a
You
full
see,
on
this is beneficial for the both of us. I get to pinch someone's cheeks. You get the scales.
God,
Just as a
Stupid.
that's
reminder
horrifying.
that Lynn does in fact have scales from the void hand.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
she has 3 of them.
Oh, yeah. She can make a whole collection. She can make some armor with that shit.
Makes armor, or she just covers like her room with them.
Wow,
Just
this
walk
is a
in,
very
like,
scaly
space.
room you've got here.
Wait a minute. What armor type is scale armor?
I think that's
Scales
medium? Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you wear medium armor as a mechanist?
she is wearing scale armor right now.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh shit.
So, you know.
Should add some skills to that armor.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
I
it's just
just-
you could get some dragon scale armor.
Oh fuck! Hell yeah!
You just make sure it's all void dragon scales.
All
That,
void.
that's certainly a statement of just we kill the void hand, go looking for the other, so the void just makes armor out of his skin.
That you know, I won't
And I
disallow
helped.
it. I won't disallow it if you can do it.
If you
Fucking
can
hell.
do it.
DM
Hey,
here out like
I'll certainly
"This is a
try.
good idea."
I'll
I
certainly try.
Well, I'll let you guys continue talking. I'll just sit here and eat some of these cookies, because my goodness, I don't want them going to waste. She like
Yeah.
slurps down a cookie. She's trying to do her best to not show her teeth to this girl.
So she's
I'm
like
trying
gumming
to.
on cookies, like
She's gumming down some cookies. Yeah, she's gumming down the gooey cookie.
God. I'm gonna like
Prevents
look at it.
cavities.
Would you like something to drink with us?
Oh no, I'm fine, dearie. These are really, really delicious gooey cookies. Would you like one? She holds out one for Lynn with a big old grin.
No.
They're
Thanks.
really tasty. And she's kind of like waving it in the air towards her, kind of like what, like the airplane thing that some people do for babies.
so Vilcross will like come up to the door and say, "Hey, Lynn, Grandma, oh,
Hello.
ma'am. Do either of you know if your group has anyone that serves as a secretarial or quartermaster role for your group?"
Ah,
I guess I'm secretarial.
Well, just like someone that keeps
Why?
track of like all your group's items and money. Because uh, Elroniel and Voko are in the barn right now trying to divvy up the money.
Alright, I
I
guess
see.
I'll come down. Grandma, don't.
Don't what,
Grandma
dearie?
needs rest right now.
Aww. I'm very curious if she's ever met any other gnolls, but you know, it's all
I
good,
have
dearie.
not.
I understand. Well, that answers my question.
Those are not common in Boone.
That's because they don't see us till it's too late. And she gives like a sly little wink. All right, dearie, you get some. Well, I mean, I guess you've been resting for several days, but you get some more rest, dearie. Some natural rest. And if you would like some cookies, she leaves like one more cookie on the nightstand for her. And she like kind of carefully hobbles out because I don't know. I imagine she's probably really tall compared to the doorway.
Yeah, Lynn, you can definitely see.
Massive fucking 7-foot knoll.
You can see very army like make sure that or look to see like that her sword is like where she was reaching for it and where her bow is.
She kind of, Grandma kind of chuckles seeing that as she gets out the door. The chaos grandma.
um,
Yes, the chaos of Grandma.
uh, Grandma, perhaps you should go with Lynn, so you know how money works.
Oh, I don't need to know how money works, right? Just so long as we get our fair share of at least goods.
You
I
use money
believe
to get
everyone
goods.
All right, I'll go with Lynn.
Yeah.
Why do people care so much about money, Lynn?
It is what people use to trade for goods.
That's so
Unlike
silly.
gnolls, people don't generally kill each other for stuff.
Ah, we only kill each other if we need to, right?
Your version of need to is different from our version of needing to kill.
Oh, all right, if you're certain.
All right. So you make your way over to the barn where like you see Aroniel and Volko just like hunched like over a desk. Volko standing on a stool because he's comparatively short. He's well, I
Alright.
okay. But do we want to include those two that weren't there? And do you think even Grandma knows how to use money, or if she even values it at all?
I mean, I guess it is shiny.
Oh, uh,
What
there.
was your answer, Volko?
Hello.
Okay, okay, fine. We can at least split it evenly amongst the people here.
Were you not planning on splitting it evenly? And Grandma's just like trying to
But no,
make herself look
no.
imposing.
No,
The teeth are slowly coming out.
no. I was just away, trying to split it evenly. Just by asking a few important questions, such as do we include Musley and Ganbatar?
Yes. Yes, we include everyone from every party that is currently here.
I believe Musley was indeed here during the fight with the
Yes.
Fourth Hand.
Musley fought for his share. You consider Musley for the share.
Okay, what about Gambatar? He wasn't here at all.
Who's Gambatar again? Is that the stupid gnome that died?
No, we don't include the dead usually, unless they have children.
Hmm. He seemed like an asshole.
Well, I
Gambatar
think
was
he.
York,
Oh,
the bard.
Oh.
yeah.
Yes, we consider him then. Right? And she turns to Lynn. We consider him, right?
Sure.
Yes, we consider him. You better not skimp us on our share.
Well, then watch and
Grandma,
learn,
are you
Grandma.
just hungry?
Watch and learn as we divvy up the gold. It says
Alright, how
something in
much gold
Draconic.
was there?
There was like 1,000. Oh,
1,000 gold.
yes. Here's another question. Do we include the lady, Valfina?
I do not think she cares for gold.
Excellent. More gold for us.
Except for. Yes. More gold for us, hooray.
Are
Are
we
we sure it's not
certain that she
cursed?
doesn't care for gold?
Well, you heard her. Her husband's the leader of a country.
Oh, we're talking about her.
What?
That
Yes.
no. I think they mean Valfina, not
Oh,
Varya.
Valfina.
Yes.
Yeah, something that I realized like a couple weeks ago is I have a lot of these NPCs having V names.
Yes.
So now,
Vograth, Valfina,
The Void Hand.
Verona, Variami.
Variarme is the Grand Duchess. Valfina is the scholarly lady that traveled with you. I will try to do
Okay, I
better in the
get it.
future about not having V names.
Yeah,
Fuck. Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
mean, if you want to add another NPC with a V name, I can give you a player character. Of mine. I'm like, I have a player character that has a V, starts with a V as well.
The Void Hand would be insistent on having the at the beginning, so it doesn't start with a V, it starts with a T.
The Void Hand. What about Void
Vulgar?
Guard, Void Head, or whatever the other two were?
Well, you haven't met, so you don't know their preferences.
It's okay.
We
The next
don't know
one
the
can start with an F.
preference.
That's something you can ask the Void Hand when you see him next.
Void Hand, what? Ah, yes, we're figuring out more ways to annoy the Void Hand.
Oh, yes. But yeah, are we certain that Valfina doesn't want any? I mean,
We
she
can ask her, I
has
guess.
been helping.
Grandma, do you want to go ask her?
Sure, certainly. You hold the line. Don't let them take too much. And then she goes off to go find Valfina.
Okay, so assuming that she doesn't care, let's do the math on it.
Yeah, so that's 1,000 gold pieces with how many people?
9, since there's 3 in each group. And there are 3 groups.
So adding Valfina would make it an even 100 for everyone.
Yes. Alright, Grandma, you go to where you last saw Valfina. And she's just been kind of like telling stories to the small children, and at least one of them is kind of poking at her tail, or at least trying to not be rude about messing with her tail. Because it's kind of weird to see a human-esque person with a dragon tail. When they see you come into the room, and like kind of the small kids will like hide behind Valfina as she notices and will stand. Grandma, did you need something?
Oh, yes, hello, Valfina dear. There are some peoples in the barn, uh, and they were wondering if you would like your share of gold.
My share?
Yes, of course, but you've helped along the way. Surely that means that you get a share of the gold, yes?
I mean, I won't force them to give me a share if they don't want to.
But I will. I mean, do you want a share of the gold?
I don't care one way or the other. I mean, I have plenty of money at home.
All right, dearie, if you're certain.
Listen,
Okay.
is our guest awake?
Oh, yes, she's awake, and it seems that we may have gotten the right person. She doesn't seem to like my cookies all that much, but maybe the types of cookies that I make are a bit different. I'll have to learn some more.
I think the only people that appreciate your cookies are the Dragonborn.
Yeah, that's fair. At least they understand some good cooking. Alright. I will leave you to it then. I just wanted to make sure that things were done fairly. She'll head back to the barn. Alright.
She absolutely wants her share. And
Yeah.
she also said that I should keep an eye on it for her.
Oh, yes, of course she did. Uh-huh. Yeah, sure. Hmm?
No, I was saying that if Grandma were a person that
Oh.
kept money.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought that was the other guy trying to pull a sneaky.
No.
Grandma appears and she's like, well, it seems that she has enough money where she lives, so she's fine without it. If you want to give her a little bit, though, that might be nice.
Right.
Pardon me. My goodness golly.
Okay, so doing the math, then it should be 111 gold to each of us. Then I think a silver and a copper. So that will leave us with a single gold in remainder, I think.
How much gold did we get?
Well done. It's oh yeah, 111 gold.
Jesus.
Plus a
Each?
silver. Yeah, plus a silver, plus a copper.
111 gold. Plus 1 silver. Plus 1 copper. Holy fucking shit. That's 111 each?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Grandma has too much shinies now.
So yeah.
Grandma has too much shinies. Lynn has plenty of money now.
So alright, so who gets the last copper?
1 more copper? Oh, delightful. More shinies.
Yeah, sure. We can let the barbarians fight amongst themselves for it.
Yeah,
What?
sure.
I would never fight with Renata. I'll go ask her.
Ah, she admits they're both barbarians.
What? What?
Nothing, Grandma.
I don't mean barbarian in a bad sense. I just mean we whoop ass. I don't know what I was doing there with my voice.
You're trying to become
Grandma's gonna go find Renara. I guess I went into a little bit of a southern drawl. Grandma's gonna go find Renara.
Alright. So it's
Renara, dearie?
yes, Grandma?
Hi, dearie. There's apparently 1 copper piece left. Would you like it, or
Yes.
do you want me to keep it? Okay, here you go. She passes the copper piece to Renara.
Yeah. More money to drink with.
Oh, that's what it's used for. Okay. We'll have to go drink with the money next time.
Can't have you in here. Yes, that did you not notice me paying earlier? Like when we first arrived in that big city?
Hmm. Not really, no. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff, dearie.
People seem to think
All
that
I know
they
is that
need
we have
money.
shinies, and sometimes they disappear. Money doesn't make sense.
Uh, Practically, no, it doesn't. But in the big cities, apparently it does.
Well, I suppose when we go into another big city, I guess Nerd or Lilitham is kind of a big city. I will use my shinies to pay for drinks.
Yeah, among other things.
Ooh, do you think they have meat there in the city that I could just chew on?
I think you'll have to pay for it.
With the shinies?
Yes.
Oh, that's how they work. What if I were to just eat it in front of them? No shiny payment.
Then they might
Do you
call the
think they would
guards on you.
stop me? But what if the guards had no way of knowing it was me?
They'd likely take the storekeeper's word over yours.
What if he has bloody smudges all over his mouth? What if he ate his meat? Whoa, wait, hold on.
Grandma, I am not going to discuss crimes with you.
Oh, it's not a crime to enjoy a succulent meal.
Apparently it is when you don't pay for the meal.
Oh, this is what I remember hearing something about democracy manifest with this.
I don't know what that word means, but I don't think that's how it's used.
I'm not going to lie, I don't know what any of that means either.
Yeah.
I just remember overhearing that once by a caravan before we you know, before we ambushed them. Ah, those were the days.
Yeah, I think Voco did recommend that they should go to the theater at least once. Whatever that is.
What's a theater?
I don't know. Go ask him.
But I'm going to actually allow the thing to transfer to Lynn. I'm so sorry, that was bonkers.
What?
I'll let the game transfer over to Lynn's side because I feel like I was just talking random bullshit for a while there.
Is there anything else that needs to going to go happen tonight?
What?
Grandma thinks she's taking too much time.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Grandma's riding around flirting with Raynara. Meanwhile, Lynn's busy grabbing gold and reading.
Alright,
Ah, yes, the duality.
uh, okay, so, Echo will, come in the, will come out later just to make sure that everything's alright. And, to, antagonize Grandma slightly. Well, maybe not antagonize, but definitely tease. So, Grandma may interpret that as antagonizing.
Might be antagonizing for Grandma. Might not. We'll have to see.
Grandma, for
Alright.
some reason, everyone here seems to like Voco a lot better than you think they should.
So,
Um,
wait, when did Grandma get upset with Vocal?
oh, not Voco. Echo.
Oh, Echo.
Everyone seems to like Echo a lot more than you think they should because he's a bird person.
Yeah.
I mean, the kids love him. Farron and Vilcrath get along with him well. Um, Renara can hold a conversation with him in that weird language that you don't speak. And occasionally uses your own words against you in your own voice. Um, the next day, um, during breakfast, Volko will say, like, all right, so I had a thought that we'll probably discuss in a more private place.
Okay.
Because it involves the persons whom we have gotten ourselves involved with.
You mean Echo?
As much as Grandma would love for me to say yes, no, not Echo.
Then who?
The person that we've been waiting on. The elf woman.
Wait, what about her?
Includes things that would be better with the if they weren't mentioned around a certain person's family because of plausible deniability.
Oh, yes, right. Okay. Where should we go?
I mean, we can go outside or go out to the barn. I mean, if we're just outside, then that means that the boys can't eavesdrop as easily.
That's fair. We could possibly do that, yes.
At Twilight, if you could get said person, because I think she might have some input on this as well.
All right.
All right. So outside after breakfast, Twilight will go ahead and get Varyarme. Um, so, okay, so I had a couple thoughts last night. I saw, and Araniel, I'm pretty sure you can collaborate this. Varyarme, you handled that ghost pretty damn well, getting that thing away from us and dissipating it. So, you're obviously very good in a fight. And now that she is out and out on her own 2 feet, those of you that are within 10 feet of her, you feel like you can't be scared of anything. Like, she just exudes an aura that's like, with her around, there's nothing that can frighten you. Now that being said, she is also an enemy of the state by technicality. So, by definition, we have accomplished the mission in making sure that she is safe, if I remember correctly. That doesn't mean we have to bring her all the way to Neridolithum.
Wait, I thought we were supposed to bring her to Neridolithum, though, for, our boss.
I mean, we can bring her to Neridolithum because, but I think, if I recall correctly, though I could very much be wrong about this, we were just supposed to make sure that she was safe, and that would imply bringing her back to Neridolithum. But I think, I mean, man, what were you doing here? I mean, I was here trying to establish, or to start negotiating with the Enhardt Empire. Okay, so that sounds like it aligns with the group's purpose in the Society of International Peace. How do we know that Void Hand person won't just like try to dump or put whispers that we have an enemy of the state with us?
Maybe we can have somebody go ahead to Neridolithum and let our boss know.
Yes, giving him heads up would be good. We. Hmm. And that she could just wear makeup, I guess, and not be conspicuous. I don't know, make her look like something she's not.
I mean that. So that what I'm trying to say is we have a lot of options before us, considering. Pardon my language, lady. Like what we're going to do with her. Now there is. Okay, being an enemy of the state, she is a risk no matter where she goes in this empire, unless she leaves and goes back to her own country. And that's more so a legal danger on us.
Back to a shitty husband whose only good part sometimes in bed?
Wait, really? Wow, that's depressing.
So are you saying we escort her out of the country?
No.
Would she
I'm not
even
saying that.
approve of
I'm not
that?
saying that. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying, I can think of two things we can do, but she's her own person. She can do whatever heck she wants when she's out of our care. What I think we could either take her with us to Neridolithum to Sir Zradhal. Alternatively, she could stay here and help out the farm, at least defend it if there's any real danger.
Mm.
and we go back to Nerodilithum saying, yeah, she's safe. Now we just
And we're certain that the farm won't just be suddenly under attack.
as I
I
suppose there's also
mean,
that risk, you know.
yes, but do anyone even know that she's here at the farm?
Hmm.
I mean, do people even know what she? Well, we know the Void Hand will want her in, and they're pretty good at watching stuff.
Would she not be safer coming with us?
Yeah, she'd be much safer with the party.
Well, physically safer, sure. Get out.
Are you saying there'd be mental attacks or curses or whatever?
What I'm saying is that we can provide the same kind of protection that we offered at the ruins. However,
I mean, that came in clutch.
hey, I don't know about you, but I shot a ghost. I also
Good job.
literally disarmed the zombie.
Damn. Meanwhile, my group fought the Void Hand. Such a waste, I guess.
Uh, uh, I mean, Twilight. Well, there was also supposed to be an attack on Sir Zradhal's estate. You said correct? Like at the end of the month.
Yes. So maybe we don't see Zrydhall until after the.
Alternatively, like the more people that can fight, the better it'll be protected.
I mean, true. So you're saying more people join the fight?
So, from what I'm hearing, I mean, again, there are probably options that none of us are saying. Like, we take her with us, and when this attack possibly happens, we have an extra sword on hand.
Yes.
Or, and with the possibility of discovery, where it's more likely that she'll be discovered in our custody.
Yes, but also she'll have more protection.
Or we leave her here where she's less likely to be discovered.
But ultimately would have less protection if she was to be discovered.
Significantly less protection, and they would probably kill everyone on the farm if she was discovered.
Oh,
Which
yes.
include the children.
I personally think it would be a good idea to bring her with us to Nerodilithum because, I mean, if we can hide who she is, at the very least, then we can get her to Zrad Hall, and he can kind of take over from there.
Yes.
All right. I won't argue against it. Um, though I do think we should be on. Or we should send word ahead, or when we get back, keep our ears to the ground and see if there is anything that might get us in trouble.
That's probably a solid idea. Yeah.
All right. We can do that.
You will, I get this, begin making your way back, to Neridalism.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you'll get that far, and you'll have. It'll probably be another 3 hours if you choose to stop now. Alternatively, like, so do we stop now, or do we try to push on forward and risk exhausting ourselves on a forced march?
Hmm. Maybe we can stop now. Because if we exhaust ourselves, we have a higher chance of being discovered. And we wouldn't be able to do much at all.
But we're also exposed out here.
Well, we can find a place maybe along the lake next to us or something, or near the river. We can get off the road.
And it's just, I'm getting a little antsy being out here on the road.
It might be a good idea to get off the roadside, maybe.
Oh. Now, I don't want to be the. I really haven't been wanting to be leader of this combined group. But should we take watches?
Yes, we should take watches.
Of course.
All right. I guess lots. We'll do lots.
Lots of watches, yes.
That's not what I mean, Grandma or Grandma. No, I mean, unless someone wants to volunteer for the next several watches, or people want to volunteer for watches.
Yeah,
I could do a watch, maybe.
I can do a watch as well.
Yeah, I think there's enough of us that we can do 8 watches, or 8 watches with an hour each.
That sounds alright with me.
All right. So who's on first? What's on second?
I don't know who's on third.
That's what I wanted to know.
I could take first watch. I could take first watch.
All right.
What do I gotta roll for it again?
Perception.
Perception. Could I use my nose to give myself advantage? I mean,
you can keep a nose out.
Yeah. Okay, it's either a 12 or it's a 12.
You don't smell anything in the evening? Right. Who are you going to wake up for the next watch?
I'll wake up Lynn.
Alright. Lynn, go ahead and make a perception check.
Alrighty. As I now proceeds to look around. How's a 20? Not that.
A natural 20.
Yep.
So in the evening, there are like animals that will pass by action and a few travelers. Some of them appear to be armored, but with your group being sequestered off the side of the road, and I think that's where it starts getting a bit more foresty, if I remember correctly. They pass you by without notice.
Hooray. Yeah. Then she'll pick whoever the heck was next in the order.
Alright. So, I'll roll several times to see if anything happens during watches. 13, 10, 6 times, okay. Nat 1. Nat 20. So 2 more. 4 and 15. Alright. The next day will arise. Let's see. Who was the one that got a nat 1 during their watch?
Ooh. Ooh.
Okay, so there's 3 of the dancing dragons. 2 of the other group. And you two, so that's 7. Damn, this is a hard decision. Who was the lazy one? One of the elves. It would probably be one of the elves.
Goddamn elves with their pointy fucking ears. I kid.
And wake up in the morning and the person that got a nat 20 will complain that someone fell asleep during their watch.
What?
Sorry, we've just been traveling for so long.
That gives no excuse. We were raided while someone was on their watch and sleeping. That person would most likely be the first to get eaten.
Well, he wasn't eaten this time, so good luck.
Lucky for them.
Right. And then, so you managed to get back to Neridolithum by mid-morning. There is quite a bit of well, not ruckus, but certainly isn't quiet. Now, where's the map of Neridolithum? Scrolling back up the Discord. But yeah, you return to Neridolithum by the Grey Church Road, as you would have heard it. bit of commotion, but doesn't seem like there is much hubbub. At least, well, make either perception or insight checks. Actually, more so insight.
Alright, let's see. What's my insight? Ah, fuck, it's a -1. That's a 7. Uh,
16 for Lynn.
Grandma, you're just busy concentrating on like the cookies you'll make later.
Oh, yeah.
You're having a hard time focusing on what people are saying.
Pretty much.
Suppose I should have asked Musley this earlier, but Lynn, you'll hear some whispers, like particularly by the alleys of like, yeah, there's like some person recruiting for some nefarious deeds, like uh, like possibly a house raid, possibly not.
Does he look like Musley?
No. But you're having a hard time discerning if this is Musley's doing or if it's someone else.
Wonderful.
I assume you go back to the manor.
Yep, we head for the manor.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Actually, there should be one other person on this map that is not on here currently, though I am fixing that. Copy. And bring all of you into the hallway. Paste. Yeah, you return to the manor unaccosted. When you get inside, Gambatar will come out of the hallway and say, "Ah, you're back. I take it was successful, whatever it was you were doing."
Yes, we had a conversation with a rather pretty dragonborn.
Pretty?
Yes, he was covered in these scales. Just show him one of the foot hands scales. Aren't they gorgeous?
I'll say I've never seen anything like them. Yeah, they really do look like the night sky.
Yes, that's what I thought. So nice.
I haven't seen anything like this since I was since before I was recruited.
You've seen someone with scales like these?
Oh no. Well, right. I haven't seen anyone with scales like this, but I haven't seen something like this since before I got to the cities, because the cities, they put off way too much light, and you don't get this much detail in the cities these days.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. So you're saying that they're like the night sky, which is Pretty much what I thought too.
Grandma
This guy's
survived, I
so
see.
nice. Yeah, she was. She's been making us wonderful cookies. I'm sure you like some.
Sure. I don't. I don't think I've had the opportunity to have any of Grandma's cookies yet.
Yes, you're missing out on the uh, interesting flavor.
Why? What kind of flavor are they?
She puts a secret ingredient into it called meat.
That doesn't sound too bad.
Like you enjoy meat in your cookies?
I haven't tried.
Alright. Well, you can ask Grandma for some, I guess, later.
Yeah, I guess you all would have eaten them along the journey.
Mostly Grandma.
I would figure that there would be more sweet tooths amongst all of you.
Sorry. Oh, I had to stretch.
Mm, I didn't feel like munching on the meat in the tray.
What's wrong
Hmm?
with meat?
Meat is delicious. Here, would you like a cookie?
You know, I would.
Oh, thank you. I hope you enjoy. And she holds out the tray of cookies that she's still been carrying around.
He'll take one of the cookies, take a bite. I don't get what's the problem with these. They taste fine.
Exactly, right? Some people are ridiculous.
Well, I mean,
They want more sweet and less meat? That's silly.
I guess I suppose I should ask, what meat did you use?
I think it was some sort of cow meat that they had on the farm, or some kind of meat they had on the farm. Regardless, it isn't a humanoid meat.
Okay, yeah, that would be the one thing that I would be concerned about. Well, yeah, these taste fine, right? The meat's a little dry, but
Yeah, it ends up being like that after a day or so.
well, yeah, the entire cookie is kind of dry as well. But yeah,
Oh,
I
these were gooey cookies.
look, if you don't eat them fast enough, they'll get stale. I know I may come
You
from a
know, fair
nomadic
and valid,
tribe.
yes.
I may come from a nomadic tribe group, but then I know a thing or two about bread.
That's fair. I really should have made you some more fresh meat cookies. I'm sorry, dearie.
You just hear Renar say, "Orc stomachs." um. So, do all of us need to be here? Because if not, I'm going to make sure that my brothers didn't mess up my shop.
That's a good question. I'm not really sure. Why are there two grandmas on the map? I'll drag this one over. Oh, if it lets me.
Oh, it's because you're
Two grandmas.
where the reason
Trying to
why is
very
because you're
slowly
on
move
the
it.
you're using that for seeing things where there wasn't clutter. So
I have no idea what that means. But I can't move this grandma now.
so you can draw
Yeah.
this stuff without messing things up that's going on in here.
Oh.
A canvas, a blank canvas, you could say.
Okay. I'm just having I can't see much of what's going on in there, so I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
My face is cut off.
Here.
Yeah.
am I needed here, or do all of us need to like report in, or can I go make sure my brothers didn't destroy my store or run my
I
business?
imagine you can probably go and check on the store while we report in if you'd like.
Yeah, we
Great.
can.
And he dashes out the door. Um, I suppose we should go and inform his lordship that we were successful. And at least these two will, well, Valfina will take
Alright.
Variarme over to report to Zrad Hall.
Yeah.
But, what is it that you
Yes,
would like to do?
fun.
Oh, well,
Mostly just listening in.
so Lynn's going to listen in.
Pretty much. Wherever the hell they went.
They went in there. They'll be let in, and oh, you're back, and I take it you're all back safe and sound.
Yeah, pretty much. Minus, you know, yeah, we're all safe and sound.
Let him know I have cookies.
He'll like stand up and come around and give Variarme a hug before he begins like hobbling back to his seat. It's been too long, Variarme.
Ah, let there be. But there's cookies on the table.
My, you haven't aged a day. I suppose I should expect that from elves. But well, how was the journey? What happened? He'll look between Valfina and Lynn.
The trip was fine. The ruins were cursed.
Cursed ruins.
Yes. Oh, and the Voitan's quite pretty looking. Would you should give him like one of those scales? This would you? These are one of his scales. Would you?
Wait, is one of so the Void Hand is a person, not an organization.
He's a dragonborn. Apparently, one of three. Though we don't know if the other two are dragonborns.
So, so he's a black dragonborn like I am. You say like taking a look at
No,
scales. No.
I mean he is black, but
He'll give you like a
it's
side eye and surely you don't mean he's a takes after void dragons.
that's what someone else said that they were that he was a void dragon. He was quite pretty, full of stars.
That should be impossible. There are no void dragonborn.
Well, if there's a will, there's a way, is what I've been told.
But the void dragons came after the birth of Dragonborn.
maybe that void dragon had funsies with a human.
But then that would result in a half dragon at best, and I mean, Valfina, you're a sorcerer. I mean, there are sorcerers that have void dragons well, there are sorcerers that have lineage from void dragons, correct? I do believe that is accurate, yes. Though I don't know what you mean by they arrived after the birth of Dragonborn. Right, uh that's a part of our draconic beliefs that Dragonborn were a creation of dragons. I mean, it this goes into a bit of a theological discussion that I don't know how much either of you or any of you really would be interested in.
I mean, I'm always interested in theology, but
Well,
um,
this story comes from the Kaiser himself. That when he was a young dragon, that well, the to use a vulgar term or to use a colloquial term, things went to shit, and well, the land was blanketed by ash, and well, as the world got really cold, and in an effort to repopulate the land, the dragons started a biological experimentation. I don't know, playing God more or less, and created the Dragonborn. And sometime after the program was shut down, that Void and Radiant dragons came into existence.
or maybe a void dragon copied the creation of Dragonborn and made new Dragonborn.
If that were the case, then we may have heard something, unless it was very recent. How old this void hand look?
This was out of character. How old did he look?
Give me an insight.
All right. A non-natural 20. So, this dice rolling there.
He looked to be around Vilkrat's age, if a little older.
All right. He was about Vilkot's age then. So I guess relatively recent. How much does Lynn know about dragons? How much is known about these dragons?
These dragons in terms of what?
Uh, general dynamics of the void dragons.
And was this an in-character question or out-of-character question?
Out of character question.
There's limited knowledge outside of the dragon sphere of influence.
I see.
You would know that they exist. they are supposedly uh, look like the night sky. Um, but in your part of the world, you wouldn't have heard much beyond that. Apart from like they exist, they supposedly look like stars or the night sky, um, and that if ever they're brought up around a dragonborn from Anharna or the Rowland Theocracy, they get very uncomfortable.
I see.
But uh, for like Gratma's point of view, since you kind of like cross the borders so many times, you would be more familiar with them, and that the superstition is that they reveal things that shouldn't. They uncover knowledge that they shouldn't, especially secrets. Um, and they are well, that they came from the sky itself, from beyond the sky, and they make people reveal their secrets. So people are like, stay away from them if you want to keep like your secrets intact.
Stay away from them if you want to, stay sane, sort of deal.
Yeah, because they are weird.
They're not like other dragons.
No, they aren't.
Pick me dragons.
But yeah,
Hooray.
like literally, they're if you're within a certain radius of their um, layers, secrets have a tendency to come out, like through slits of the tongue and stuff. But another thing that Lynn would know is that void dragons tend to not stray away from the Dragon Empire and the Dragon Theocracy.
Interesting.
If someone were to say that they saw a void dragon outside of that area, they'd be laughed off. Like, yeah, sure. Are you sure you just didn't get drunk last night? Kind of thing. Or,
All
are you
right.
sure you weren't high?
Yeah, that sort of deal. Where's the Lord saying that now? All right. That's fair. Right. I don't know what to tell you then. He had scales like a night sky. He was quite pretty. But he also wants war to continue.
Wants war to continue.
Yes, he doesn't want peace to go across the land. He just wants everyone to fight each other.
Then that would make him die. What's the word? Die. There's a word for this, but he's opposed to us in basically every way.
Yep, pretty much. You want peace, he wants war. And that's why he's trying to kill you.
He said that he was planning something at the end of the month.
Yes, we heard people approach on the way here. We heard people saying, looking for hands to attack a house.
Well,
So
Musley was putting in a bunch of work to, I guess, recruit this for his cover. How much he's getting people that are going to commit to this, we'll have to talk about that. Uh,
so you're fine with a possible attack on
well,
your house again?
well, no, but we're just gonna have to be ready for it. Uh, we'll have to get into touch with Musley about how many people are going to be, or how many people he's recruited for this. And I suppose you didn't get how large of a force this Void Hand has, did ya?
No, there. He said that he worked with two others, void, or two other void people. He's the void hand.
So these were like void hand,
Heart,
void heart. Okay.
I believe is void heart, void hand, head. Oof.
I think void mind might be more accurate. I
Void mind. Alright.
That's what Twilight said was void mind.
Perhaps it is. I can't really remember.
Were you just so distracted by his beautiful scales?
Yeah, maybe. I'm sorry.
She says, blushing slightly.
Yeah.
Might have to be careful there, Lynn, as you might suffer from Stockholm syndrome.
Doubtful. I do not. I do not think he will work for a peaceful world, so I would not bother trying to change his mind.
And I'll basically the rest of the meeting will go along the lines of like, what happened in like what happens, what's been up with Variarme. Um, Valfina won't leave anything out, um, unless Lynn chooses to interrupt.
No, she'll listen. She won't be all that disruptive.
And Variarme will reiterate why she's here, how terrible her husband is. Yeah, classic couples thing. um, and that she hopes that they'll be able to work together to at least start negotiations, which they note would be difficult given the current circumstances of him just being a knight.
Yeah. But hey, at least he's trying. Unlike some people.
Grandma, while that meeting
Hello.
has been going on, more or less the same thing has been going on with Ganbatar. He's been asking like, "So what did you guys do? What happened? Why don't you
Well,
guys like Grandma's cooking?"
right? Why don't they like my cooking? That's ridiculous. It's very good cookies. I don't see why people need to have more sweet in their cookies.
It's not that we want the cookies to be sweeter, we just don't want meat in them.
I think that meat cookies are the best cookies. But we ended up finding this lady and we brought her over to we ran into ghosts. A weird void hand dude. Oh, and I drank from a puddle that made me witness how the ruins got destroyed.
Okay, was there something in the water?
I guess magic and time. Apparently that ruins got ruined by a volcanic eruption of sorts.
Yeah, I just remembered that that Grandma did take a big gulp of that water. So retroactively, Grandma, you would have gotten a very bad stomach ache at the end of the day.
It made me want to vomit at the end. It was not very good. I think there was probably some sort of nasty in the water.
I mean, was it still water?
It might have been.
I would, well, generally stagnant water is not very healthy.
That's fair. I just saw it and I thought, ooh, sparkly water. And I went to go slurp up some and, ooh, big mistake. But hey, I survived.
Also, when did you start wearing glasses?
Oh, right. These things. Apparently, they help me see a lot better. I can't remember which one it was that I got, but
Eyes of the Eagle.
they help me see it. Oh, yes. They help me see a lot better, and they help me see some very good far stuff. Can't quite remember all the deeds on it.
Yeah, apparently whenever she takes a look at in Renar's direction, they fog up.
Oh, hey! That's not entirely true. Look, and she looks in Renard's direction, and after like 5 seconds, they immediately fog up. It's like, ah, crap. I don't know why they do that. That's all I'm saying. And she goes to clean off all the fog.
Well, that's certainly interesting. Is there something about Siderians that make them fog up?
Just a
That's
search in
a good
Siberian.
question. Are there any other Siderians here?
Twilight Light raises her hand.
Grandma looks over to Twilight and she's just like trying to make them fog up, but they're not.
Desperately trying.
That's very strange. I'm not really sure why it's doing that then. Oh well.
Maybe it has something to do with angelic. Like I, no offense, Twilight, but you are fiendish Siderian.
Oh yes, maybe that's the case, yes.
Yes, totally.
But I've been in here town for a while. Just trying to help out Musley when I can. Also, just seeing what there is to do in town. There are a couple of
Oh,
sites that we
speaking
can check out.
speaking of Musley, apparently he appeared for the fight against the weird Void Hand guy as well. He was all sparkly and bright and stuff.
Yeah, I think he mentioned something like that happening at dinner a couple days ago.
Oh my goodness, that actually happened. Holy shit. I thought we were all collectively tripping balls.
What if we are still collectively tripping?
Huh? And then he just phases back into the fucking fight. Oh shit!
You're peering into the future. You are
Holy
having
shit.
a conversation in the future.
That'd be fucking hilarious, dude.
All right, DM, we're rolling back.
Yes.
His
Roll
grandma
initiative.
smoking the weed.
Roll
Wait, hold on, let me
initiative.
try. Oh fuck, I rolled a 2.
Rolls initiative gets a 2. Wonderful.
Oh fuck. That's hilarious.
Yes. The Void Hand uses his breath weapon and 40-10 necrotic damage.
Oh Jesus Christ, I'm not surviving that shit, even if I'm raged. Fuck.
No, it's 40-10, so it has a range of 4 to 40.
So
So,
that's a big fucking range, and there's a high chance of you rolling really high.
well, let's see.
Oh,
7. 15,
that's already a lot. That's already a lot.
16.
That's enough slices!
So,
Enough.
that would hypothetically be 16 necrotic damage if you didn't save.
Jesus! I definitely didn't save.
But you know, the Renara and Twilight would be taking quarter of the damage if they make the save.
Oh,
Why? Because they awesome.
because they awesome.
Well, actually, yeah, and Lynn would only take a quarter damage if she made the save as well.
God damn. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm awake. Holy shit.
Are you, though?
No, I'm still taking a nap.
Well, wake up, it's TOV time.
Fuck!
Alright, so what happened last session was...
Pause or die.
Alright, I think that's a good place to call